Hey everybody, welcome back to Maverick How To. In today's video, we're going to be taking out this brand new 2025 Razor Trail Ultimate. We're going to take it out on the trails, we're going to test it out, we're going to see how it rides. Personally, my experience with just the Trail is very limited. I've had the Trail S version, a couple of them that I've tested. We've had XPs, Pro XPs, different other models. But this one specifically intrigued me, and I thought, let's make a little video just to show people, you know, maybe it's the smallest of the lineup with the smaller engine, smaller body size, but what can it do? Can I tell a difference on, you know, its capabilities on regular trails here in Pennsylvania? Nothing, no dunes, we're just doing straight trails, a couple hill climbs, a little bit of mud, nothing too crazy, but I wanted to know, you know, what kind of quality with this size, with the, you know, even the smaller tires, being 26s, are they going to hold me back, make me feel limited when I'm riding compared to what I've rode before? So why don't we check that out? And at the end here, we'll talk about some of the things that I noticed. So let's get at it. Test out the engine braking here in low. Really holds the machine back. I mean, I'm not even hitting the brakes right now and it's trying to lock up. This is really nice for if you're going down a really steep hill, you don't have to worry. I mean, it's holding it back just enough. I only had to touch the brakes at the very top. It's actually almost skidding down, it's that much. But now this is in low and four-wheel drive. We'll try going down and high for the next one. This is a hard packed surface. You can really hear the engine brake trying to stop the machine while it rolls down the hill, really holding it back. All right, let's go out, hit some trails up, see how this thing does in the trails. It's 50 inches wide, so it's basically a four-wheeler.
that you can sit two people in next to each other. That's how it feels like to me. I like the versatility so far, how you can get around in all these really tight trails. So let's see what happens. No water's getting in the machine here. I'm sure it's not completely watertight, but that was nice. Not a bad deal. Nice throttle acceleration. I do like the digital tack gauge. Speedometer is really cool. It's digital on the center there. You also got one over here with the analog. Lots of information. I am 6 foot, about 220 pounds, and I fit in here comfortably. Would it be nice if it was just an extra 3-4 inches longer? Probably. But right now it's working out really good. I can actually say sitting here, I am very comfortable. Another great thing that I like about this is the seats are so plush that even though you might bounce around a little bit with the smaller wheelbase, you get that bonus of these nice seats that, you know, it almost feels like an added suspension feature. Yeah, the engine braking even on these smaller hills, you can feel it engage. It's nice. I can see it being easier for you to not wear out the brake pads like you do in other machines. You don't have to tap the brakes too much. It almost reminds me of like a jet ski in a way. Let off on the throttle or even the snowmobile. So put in reverse here, look at the mirror. The quality of that is insane. And you can't beat that. Not having to turn your head, that's pretty sweet. Disengages really quickly. till there. Put it high and goes back in two-wheel drive. Acceleration spot on. Has just enough horsepower where you're not spinning tire all over the place and not getting traction, but enough that you can go up just about anything. Has a very nice tight turning radius. And I can tell you too, the water was up a little bit and I didn't get anything inside the cab. And there's a rubber gasket here that goes around. I mean, it was very light, if anything. I remember back when Polaris first came out with the RZRs, they didn't have half the stuff they do now that are pretty standard. This is the ultimate trim, so it's got ultimately everything. Like this trail is probably about 6.5 feet wide, and this machine fits through it perfectly.
So we went out, we tested it, had a great time. You can see in the videos, one of the things I thought was really cool is like the water, it might have been right here, but it was splashing a little bit. None of the water got in the cab, and that's no joke. Like other RZR models that I've had before in the past, they didn't have that nice gasket that went around. Water always got inside the cab, but never had an issue with that. That was really neat feature to see firsthand. I was able to navigate all the trails that I was on with ease. There was no problem. Said I ran two-wheel drive for the most part. A couple hills I threw it in four-wheel drive just to be safe. One time in a little bit of mud I had to put it in four just because it got hung up. That's due to the ground clearance. But this thing is like a four-wheeler that you sit down on is the best way to put it. It is a little bit longer, of course, but I mean, at 6 foot, yeah, I'm taller than the actual machine. So it is compact. Fits anywhere. You can put a plow on it if you want. This one does not have a winch from the factory, so you're going to have to put that on. One of the nice features about this is definitely the tilt wheel, the radio, the ride command, the extra spaces they provide for the rocker switches. You got a power outlet here, high and low beam, 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive, and turf mode, which is really cool. You're not tearing up your yard if you're using it for yard work. Park, reverse, neutral, high and low. Low is, it's really low. It's like rock crawling low. High worked really well. The screen, the digital readout was really great. We were able to see a lot of good information. Passenger side, I had somebody in here with me to see the difference, and they are like 6'3". I'm 6 foot, and they had some room. They were a little bit cramped, not too much, but clearly was able to sit here and rest while I was riding, and it wasn't too cramped that they were uncomfortable with two full-grown people sitting side by side. This machine goes anywhere and does anything that you need it to do. So you know, if you're not going to want to take it out on some sand dunes and expect to get the best performance out of it. It's not made for that. It's great for tight trails and areas where you're going to be out with restrictions or something that's just, you know, close to single track size, but dirt bikes use, but for four-wheelers, you're going to get anywhere. Nothing that I can say about the machine for what its purpose and what it was built for needs improvement. The seats are comfortable. Would have been like to have probably maybe something on the cushions for your knees. I know you can get them through Polaris or your dealer, but I think that might have been nice because your knees do bang against the side of the door. Thank you everyone for watching. This machine and many others are available at Unlimited Cycle Center in Tyrone, PA. They'll help you out. They have a great sales staff, and they will be able to help you figure out what you're looking for in the style riding you're doing, what would best fit your needs. So I'll see you again. Got some great stuff coming out. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the trails.